I want to talk about something that I wrote down, but I feel like maybe it'll be better if I actually say it as well. So I'm out here just killing time in the parking lot, empty parking lot. It used to be like a mall out here, so they say. To me, it's really not that big of an area for a mall to have been here, but nonetheless. So I want to talk about being a celebrity. I was gonna say celebrity to something, whatever it's called, celebrity mixed with dom, D-O-M, or whatever. But nonetheless, so it's like some of us don't realize that a good majority of the famous people that are currently still popping, they were thrown into the spotlight when they were young, like babies, like infants, and then also some when they were like 3 years old, doing like Barney and Friends or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which some of that I don't even know about. I know about like Barney, but nonetheless, and it's like you've been in the spotlight, been scrutinized for pretty much your whole entire life, from before you even hit puberty. And once you hit puberty, you start liking this, that, and the third. And, then once you're an adult, and people are going to have self-esteem issues regardless, outside of what others may say about them. So I'm like, can you imagine like being a young child and thrust into the spotlight, whether or not you actually knew what you were getting yourself into when you were doing these shows or whatnot? Like, for instance, Britney Spears, Selena Gomez, Justin Timberlake. Now, some people, they haven't hit their mega rough patches or quote unquote mental breakdowns of that sort, which is a good thing. But it's like, we have to understand that, sometimes people may reach them, because regular people reach the breaking point, have mental breakdowns and trip off and this, that, and the third. And it's like, celebrities don't get a break from, I guess regular people don't get a break from their own issues as well. But it's like, when you're a celebrity, you have like a lot more pressures. Like, you really do have pressure to stay fit. You do have a whole lot of pressure to quote unquote be pretty, or at least conventionally attractive to the public, your fans, this, that, and the third. And you have to be fit in order to keep gaining roles, because they're not going to want somebody, be like, oh, you don't let yourself go. It's called being an adult and enjoying food, because food is delicious. But nonetheless, so that's all I want to say. We got to understand that they go through the same pressures that we do, and possibly even more. But not only do they go through the pressures that we go through, like, it's like 10,000 times worse. Like, could you imagine whatever you're dealing with internally, based on your own whatever mental chemicals and this, that, and the third, on top of whatever family issues you may be having, and on top of whatever friendship or romantic relationship struggles you may be having as well. And to add to that, if you were actually famous, I'm kind of yelling right now. Maybe that's because I'm kind of like excited, like when I do talking videos, like, I want to make sure I'm getting my point across, because sometimes I do ramble on, but also I'm trying to make sure that you can hear me. I closed my window up, but nonetheless, it's like the main point of this whole thing is we have to be understanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that if celebrities do something wrong or quote unquote problematic to excuse it, but I'm not even talking about that right now. I'm talking about they're allowed to have their quote unquote mental breakdowns, to have their rough patches, to gain weight, to get some wrinkles. Like, we put so much pressure on them to be perfect. They're not supposed to be perfect. They're not supposed to technically be role models. They're just regular people that happen to be known by a lot more people than you might be known by. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's plenty of people, regular people that are, that could be actual role models, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, that's all I gotta say.